We are so excited for you guys to be joining us on Empower You Crown Up. Today, we have a very special guest, and without further ado, we're going to bring her to the stage. Hi, Tyneka, how are you?
Hi, good and
We're
you?
so excited to have you. Can you tell us about you and what it is that you do, and how do you empower the world each and every day?
Yes, so I am Tyneka Pack. I am the founder and CEO of Impact Fitness, where we specialize in working with female entrepreneurs and business women to help them find their strength, balance, and confidence through fitness. So, how I empower throughout the day, every day, is I empower and encourage women that, yes, we take care of the family, we excel in our careers, we do all the things, but we can also prioritize ourselves first, and that's not selfish. So I empower women to make sure that they are prioritizing their health and their wellness first and foremost above any and everything else.
Oh, you just said a word there because as a mom, and happy belated Mother's Day to you. As a mom, we're always going, and we think that we have to put everyone before ourselves. But also a way to put ourselves first, but and also still take care of everyone. And so, how do you help women to say, you know what, it's not selfish? Because we've been taught, to be selfless and give, and give. And you just feel like, how can I put myself first? Especially if I'm a new mom or whatever that looks like.
Right. Well, I'm sure some way, shape, or form, every single woman that I have worked with has experienced burnout, some sort of burnout, any level of burnout. Um, and that's because we are saying yes to many things that we should be saying no to, and we don't have any kind of boundaries in place, and we don't have time set aside for ourselves to pour into ourselves. So I make sure that we address that first and foremost so they know that this is what we're trying to avoid. Like, we can't take care of the family, we can't excel in our careers, we can't show up as our best selves if we don't do this first, right? Because burnout is real, and that can literally set everything back. So we talk about that first and foremost, and then we start to look at their lifestyle, look at their schedule, and figure out how we can fit in and how we can carve in time for them, and then we kind of build from there.
Oh man. And when you say burnout, like, can you tell our listeners a little bit more about, like, what are some of the signs to look for? How do you even know that you're burnt out?
That's funny. So I know with me, I hit a like peak burnout in 2019, and I I wasn't even fully aware that I was until my clients actually brought it up to me. So I was doing any and everything. Um, at the point running two different businesses and literally like not really carving time for me. So the people around you will know. They will know how you show up. They will know how, if you're working, with clients in a service-based business, like, your clients can tell when you don't show up 100%. When they start to see you like come down, like, they're like, something's going on. So that's definitely a sign. Obviously, other people are able to tell. But like internally, like losing interest in things that used to excite me. Um, Very irritable, like little things would just start to irritate me. Um, I remember at one point, like, I was starting getting like chest uh what do you call it? But like I could feel on my chest
Palpitations.
I was overworked. Yeah, I was overworked. I was getting stressed, and I was just tired all the time. And there was 10,000 things always on my schedule to do. Like, I have to do this. I have to do that. Oh yeah, I have to do this tomorrow because I didn't get to do that yesterday. So it's just a number of different things, but just noticing how your habits have changed, what piques your interest has changed. So things that you may have liked to do in the past that you're just kind of like, eh, like those are going to be signs of that. and your stress level is going to be high.
Yes. And that's funny you said that because I've been there too. And you're
Mhm.
wanting to give 100% everything you do, from motherhood to running this business, running that business, and working, because you got to have some money come in. So it's like,
Right.
it's so much. And it was like I would find myself running into people, and they're like, "Oh, I don't get up till noon." I'm like, "How? Like, how do you do that?" Like,
Right. How?
or people would call and they're like, "Hey, are you up?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have kids, so yeah,
Of
I'm
course
up."
I am.
And you don't
Yes.
realize it, but when you take a look back and you realize, like, wow, like I was at that verge of just, I didn't want to be bothered with anyone. I didn't barely want to talk to my friends. Like, you don't want to go anywhere. But I think it gets disguised when you're in that motherhood and you have multiple kids, because regardless, we have to show up. We have to get up every day. We have to do these things. And we don't get to just
Hmm.
lay in the bed or have a
Right.
moment. Like, what is a day off or not doing anything as a mother? Because you don't know what that is.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, we're going to go on our commercial break, and then we're going to bring you right back to the stage to tell us more about your business and never dreamed of being the woman that you are today. So let's go to our commercial break. Hey, moms, educators, and entrepreneurs, are you ready to feel empowered? I am Brittany Petty, and I am the founder of Empower You Crown Up, where we believe in empowering minds to live empowered lives. We've created mental health positivity boxes that are geared towards your self-care journey. One thing that sets me apart, outside of being a mom of four, international keynote speaker, and podcaster, is that I'm also a licensed professional counselor. And I'm constantly in the trenches, working inside of the community worldwide to assess your mental health and your self-care needs. So make sure that you join the thousands of women who are moms, educators, and entrepreneurs who are taking a vow to prioritize their mental health today. And grab yourself a mental health, positivity, self-care box to start prioritizing you. Go to focusyoursuccess.com and grab your mental health, positivity, self-care box and take action on prioritizing you this day forward, because you deserve to take care of you and to feel empowered. You deserve it. All right. So let's start with telling us about your business, and just, did you ever imagine being the woman that you are today? Like, did you dream of being this amazing woman, or was it kind of like you kind of just fell into this path?
So I actually dreamt of being a singer, but I realized like I wasn't that good. So I'm like, okay, I need a plan B. I need a plan B. Um, but it's crazy because I was never, um, and I can't say that. I was gonna say I was never in the like physical fitness arena. Like I was never into sports, but I did competitive skating when I was younger. I did track for like half a season. But with me getting into the fitness space was almost by accident, sort of. I started going to the gym for, something to do with my mom, some kind of bonding activity. And then it ended up just being me, which, was okay. I ended up meeting these group of women and I'm like, oh, okay, well, they seem nice. I'm gonna, work out with them. They open me with open arms, welcome me with open arms. But I didn't know that they all competed in bodybuilding competitions. Now, way back, way back, way back, way back, I was super shy. I was super shy, not really confident, like doing any kind of podcast. I hated speaking in front of people. Like I would do none of that. Um, but from working out, I actually ended up competing in bodybuilding competitions where I won my pro card. And just from that journey alone, increased my confidence. So I like showed up differently in my everyday life. Like I was more confident. Like everything changed. Like I don't know what it was, but like everything changed from that fitness journey to today. So when I started Impact Fitness, I had um, worked with a friend of mine who needed help losing weight for a procedure that she had to get done, and then just seeing like her evolution and how, yes, she changed physically. We, met our physical goals, but like how she also changed in her confidence and things like that. And I wanted to be able to share that experience with other women, even though they may not, step on stage like me, but you can find your confidence, you can find your strength through a
Yeah.
fitness journey that will help you in all other aspects of life. So that's the reason, I started Impact Fitness, is to share that with other women.
And I love that how you said this is not like you growing up. You was this person that was like, all out there. Hey, how you doing? You have to kind of get into the show because you remind me myself the same way. Like I was real quiet. Like I would never imagine that doing public speaking or speaking in front of people. Like I was like, no, that's not me.
Exactly.
And it's
Not at all.
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy how you get different opportunities or God just transforms your path. And so, like for me, at one point, I was an educator. I taught math for 5 years, and I was
Mm.
like, okay, these students, they're completely honest. Like they'll be like, Miss, I see you had a bad hair day today, or you didn't get your lashes done. And it's like
It will humble
time
you
to.
quick.
I was like, okay, if I can talk in front of them, I can definitely talk in front of adults, right? And you just,
Yes,
just
right.
start to see the transformation in yourself, which is amazing. And you're right about that. When you start working out, you feel great. So it's important to take care of yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. You show up different.
Mhm.
And, when you come in, so I imagine when you got into the bodybuilding, you were just like, a whole new look, right? Just all
Completely,
around.
completely, completely. Just imagine this shy, how old was I at the time? 26, 26, 25, 26 year old, whatever. The shy young lady who just decided to do a bodybuilding competition because she saw someone on stage who looked amazing. And she's about to step on stage in a bedazzled bikini in front of people, flexing on stage.
Wow.
But it's like
Mm,
literally the moment that I stepped from behind the curtain, like all my nerves, like all of that was done.
mm.
I don't know. It was the weirdest thing, but it was the weirdest thing. But also when like people around you start to say, "Oh, you're different." Like, you've grown and you've blossomed into this, more outgoing young lady who, it just opens up a whole new world of opportunity.
Yeah, and it just shows, just you're showing up different in that physical realm, but you're also showing up different mentally. You're showing up different in your parenting. You're showing up different in your business because now moms are gonna come to you because they're like, oh, you understand, like, okay, I have children, and you understand I have to work around my work schedule. You understand that I might not have, hours on top of hours to work out. So you get my struggle. And they see you in the now and they know that you understand the struggle is to get to there.
Yeah.
And so they'll take it from you. So yeah, so tell us like what was that like when you got into the bodybuilding? Like did that take a lot of time? Like how many hours a day or how many days a week did you work out? Or?
So, so when I started my journey, like I was super skinny. So my nickname is Tiny because I was like super skinny. So in order for me to even think about competing, like I had to put on weight. So unlike most
Mm,
people who, start their fitness journey, they're looking to lose. Me, I needed to gain. So I think the beginning was the fun part because I got to eat a lot. I got to lift heavy. Like lifting heavy weights is it just does something to me. But I got to eat a lot. So we're gonna repeat that because that was the highlight. Okay, I love me some food. Um, but once it got time to actually start cutting and really getting ready for a show, the discipline. Because then,
Yes.
yes, I was so used to eating a lot of food, like I had to start being mindful about what I was eating, how much I was eating, measuring to the T. Like everything was in place for a reason, from my nutrition to my weight training regimen to my cardio. So, like, the further
Yeah.
out from the show, like, I didn't have to do as much cardio. My weight training was about the same. I think my first show, I was working out about 5 days a week, sometimes
Okay.
6, but only 5. So nothing too crazy. At the time, I was still working out with a group of girls, so we would be in there for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I would never do that again now because that's just entirely too long. Um, but that was kind of like the first 2 shows. I actually did 10 shows. As that season started to progress, I started to do more workouts on my own. So I was only in the gym for maybe like an hour and a half ish, which included my weight training and my cardio. I was still going about 5 days a week. Those rest days are important because working out burnout is real too. So,
Yes.
yeah. But yeah, that's just kind of how it looked like. But like everything was measured. I was eating about 5 or 6 times a day. So it was really, you had to be very disciplined for this. Like you have to be very
Yeah.
disciplined for this.
To work, and
Yeah.
that what I hear is discipline and having accountability, because that pushes you even on your days you don't feel like showing up. It's having that accountability partner that's gonna push you
For
on and say,
sure,
"Come
for
on, let's do
sure. So
it."
I had a coach
Yeah.
from day one. Yes, the ladies were great, but we also had a coach. So
Yes. And I think that's what's important, whatever area you're in, and that's where your business comes in. So tell us, how can the audience, learn about your business and connect with you if they're looking to go to that next level? Just be better.
yes, 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 yes. So um impactfitness.com, IMPACKT fitness. Yeah. Impactfitness.com. Impact Fitness on all social medias. Instagram is impact_fitness, YouTube as well. Most of the content is on Instagram, but you can connect with me there. Our website has all the info and ways to connect with me as well.
I love it. And so tell our audience, how does that look if they sign up to work with you? What does that look like? Or they need to be in person? Like, what does that look like?
Yes. So I do have 2 different programs, 2 different ways to work with me. I do have a online program as well as a hybrid. So I am located in the Baltimore, Maryland area. So if someone is looking for a hybrid, they would have to be local. So the online is going to be completely through our mobile app. We have an app specifically for Impact Fitness clients. So the workouts, your nutrition coaching, your check-ins, our master classes are all hosted on there, but it's concierge level one-on-one coaching that's going to be completely customized to you. Um, so this allows you to have the freedom and flexibility to work out according to your schedule. So that's one of the benefits of doing the online. The hybrid works exactly the same way, but you have an in-person session with me once a week. Again, that's going to be in like the Glen Burnie, Baltimore area. But they're both going to be hosted on the app. Everything is completely customized to um, each client.
I love that. And so that way each client can have their own real personal feel, and you're not just putting them on there, oh, this is your weight, boom, go ahead. Like, no, because there's so much
Yeah,
more. It's so much more, some people have health challenges, so much. So I
exactly.
love that so very, very much. Well,
Yeah.
as we come to a close, what are some words of empowerment that you would love to leave for our listeners today?
One word of empowerment. Um, let me do two. So one, just start. Just start. I think we overcomplicate getting started. So whether it is your fitness journey, whether it is whatever journey, like I feel we overthink it and we are like paralysis by analysis. Like just start. Imperfect action. So any way that you can get started, figure it out as you go, figure it out later, but just start. Get that ball rolling. And then just the second one is make sure that you rest. So once, especially in the
Yes.
fitness journey, once you actually get started, I just talked about this. Once you get started, I've experienced women feeling like they have to do 7 days a week. They have to do 6 days a week. Like they have to go to the extreme to, get to their goals, and they really don't. Like making sure that you rest in all aspects, because rest is not stopping. Resting is just a pause. So make sure you incorporate that on a weekly basis. Resting.
Okay, yes. I like that. Just get started and rest. Because how many times have I heard people say, especially for me in the mental health field, people always say, oh, when the time is right, or oh, I'm waiting on this. Well, guess what? It's going to be something else after that. There's always something else.
Always something.
So just do it. Just do it. Like
Yep.
Nike says, just do it. And you'll feel better.
Exactly. I was gonna
And you
say
never
that.
know
Yeah.
what you're going to meet along
Yes.
your journey.
Exactly.
So I love that so much. Well, we're so excited to have you on our episode today, and we would love to have you on future episodes as we're going to be talking about relationships. And, we can definitely tie that in your relationship that you have with your body. So, boom.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. That's a whole nother topic. Man. Okay.
Mhm. Yes. Well, you've been
Okay.
amazing, and we're
Thank you
just
so
so,
much.
so excited to have you.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
You're welcome.